want people to be good to you. But here's the thing. When you're good to people, you're sowing a seed for God to be good to you. Paul said in 2 Corinthians, excel in giving. Live as a giver. Be kind, generous, and compassionate. Giving to others in your time of need is probably one of the most powerful things that you can do. People often ask me, how do you do the work that you do every single day, day in and day out? I hear such tragic stories. When people come to the food bank, they're going through some of life's greatest challenges. And the answer is twofold. First, I'm there to be a blessing to those who need us in our community. You see, the food bank doesn't just offer food. We offer hope, relief, comfort, support. Second, I see the good in our community every day. I see what a great, caring place that we live in. I know the gentleman who comes by the food bank every lunch and donates $20 on his lunch hour. I know the kids who give up their birthdays so that they can do a food drive instead. I see the businesses who give up profit so that they can be good to our community and give back. The reality is that me and my staff and my volunteers couldn't help one single person in our community if it weren't for the kindness and generosity of the people who live here, the people like yourselves. We're in constant need of food, funds, and volunteers. The donation of healthy food keeps our friends and family nourished. Funds keep our trucks on the road and our warehouse open to serve our community. Volunteers are the lifeblood of the food bank. We simply would not exist. We could not do the work we do without every one of them. There's not a day that goes by that I don't see the blessings of this community. In fact, the Kelowna Food Bank is a collection of blessings, from the people who donate to the dedicated volunteers and the partner agencies that we have the pleasure of working with. Blessings happen every day. You might be sitting there thinking, I can't afford to donate food or funds, or I don't have the strength or the time or the energy to volunteer anymore. But there might be blessings hiding in your basement, in your storage locker, in your closet. Furniture you no longer use, clothes or boots or shoes you no longer wear. The food bank might not necessarily take these items, but there are other local charities that do. But you can give, and you can never outgive God. Luke 6:38 says, give, and it shall be given unto you. It was late on a Friday night, and I was still at the office. The phone rang, and I hesitated to pick it up, but I did. It was a mother on the other end. Her family had never used the food bank, and she didn't think anyone was going to answer the phone at this hour. She proceeded to tell me that her family was in trouble and needed help. It was her husband, and 2 children. They had no food, no money, no gas, and no one to call. I was her last hope. I put together a family hamper, and I drove it to their home. From outside, the home looked nice. The mother came out and helped unload the car. When she saw how much food was in the car, she said, "This is too much. I can't." And I said, "Well, at this time of night, I am not going back to the office. It's yours." She thanked me. Together, we started taking the groceries inside her home. It was a nice home, clean and tidy, really home-like. When I got upstairs, the daughter motioned for me to come towards her. We went into the kitchen, and she looked at me as she opened the cupboards. It was bare. Nothing. Nothing. She opened the fridge. Not even a condiment. Nothing. Just one brown head of lettuce that had cost 50 cents. For the past 2 weeks, they'd been eating pancakes and Mr. Noodles, and now those supplies were gone. The parents had skipped meals so that they could feed their children. The little girl hugged me and thanked me with each item that she took out of the hamper. Her father's eyes filled with tears, and he went to the bedroom. I've been doing this a long time. so I know a man in pain. As I started to leave, I gave the girl my card, and I said, "You can call me anytime. It is difficult for your parents to call me, but they love you and your brother very, very much, and you can call me anytime you need help." The next day, the little girl called me, not because they needed help, but she wanted to come and hang out with me. She wanted to come and volunteer at the food bank. She wanted to know who these people were, these people who cared. She's been volunteering at the food bank, and she's having a really great time. And she cares, and she has a deep passion for helping people. You can see it in her eyes. You see, friends, being good is contagious. It creates a domino effect. It inspires people. On my end, this was a small act of kindness, but I believe that that little girl will remember that for the rest of her days and will likely continue to be a blessing at other people's times of need. We're seeing that chain reaction of kindness right now on the west side. Strangers are coming together to make sure that those who have been evacuated have a bed to sleep in, have food to eat. We're making sure that the firefighters know that they're appreciated for their hard efforts of keeping people and property safe, making sure that pets are cared for and loved. That's what community is about. Love. Just take the time to be good to people, and don't miss opportunities. Remember the words of the Lord Jesus, "It is more blessed to give than to receive." I want you to reflect on your blessings, reflect on your giving, and remember that attitude matters to God. 2 Corinthians chapter 9 says, "God loveth a cheerful giver." So to give out of obligation or guilt won't bring you joy. Do it out of love. The simple habit of being good to people because you want to, because you desire to, because you're inspired to, will make you happier. It will strengthen and enrich your life. And that, my friends, is the most rewarding way to live.